So I just want to take another quick moment to talk a little bit more about things we haven't really thought about with our code yet. So in JavaScript, when we write code, we expect it to run like right away. So if I write this, let's do a for loop. If I write a for loop, var I equals 0, I less than 10. Well, let's give it a lot. That's a lot. I plus plus. Oh, it's not a plus plus. There it goes. Maybe we could console log something. Running let's put a little space there. There we go. And if I wanted to test this, might be handy to open up our terminal, find it, and run it with node. Yep, fills up this thing. And you'll probably notice that there was really no like pause there. And if I have like a final message that goes at the end, that'll be good. I would put one at the start, but we won't see it. It'll happen too fast. So end, there we go. But what if instead we wanted JavaScript to wait before doing something? I mean, technically this for loop prevented end from running before all of those console logs were finished. But maybe we want a dialogue to display to our user a minute after they visit our website. So not right away to annoy them, but give them a little bit of time to start working, and then once they're committed, they'll see it. So yeah, there's other really good uses for this, but that's what I always see used for. I think what we could do here is talk a bit about how to do this. And we're going to write code I want to run later. Code to run later. And, well, we can do anything we want to later, to be honest. And if we want to program in something of a delay, well, what we can do is use a function called set timeout. And what it's looking for is two things. It wants the handler, which is just a fancy way of saying, what function do you want me to run when the timeout is over? And we want it to be this code to run later. And we also want to give it the timeout, which is how long we want to wait. And it's expecting like a number for this. This is a number in milliseconds. So if I give it 1,000, it's 1 second. And we'll probably notice that it says end and then it prints all that. So yeah, one of the important things to know about set timeout is when we set a timeout, JavaScript knows that, well, hey, I'm going to be sitting here idle for a whole second. What if there's important things to do in the meantime? And it keeps going. So it doesn't stop everything waiting for this. But it will make sure it comes back to it when the time is right. We'll talk about what causes that someday. If you're curious, look up the event loop. It's really interesting. But for now, yeah, think of it this way. We have this function that we want to run at some period of time later. It could be a very long period of time later. Like maybe you want it to be a day later. It'll work. You'll just be patient waiting like we are right now for this. Yeah, there we go. So you can build in whatever delay makes sense to you. And yeah, it can be used for some interesting effects. Maybe you want to pretend like your website is loading data from somewhere. I don't know. You could program in a short delay before it displays things. Anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much it for set timeout. We just needed to talk about it so that we know it. And yeah, look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye.